Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Welcome, guys. Hopefully, this goes out. Notifications are going out. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like button. You got your notification? No worries, Junebug. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Hold up. I see. Make sure that everything's going out there. Hey, Kim. Hey, Heidi. Hey, Wim. Hey, Chico. Chico, I was everywhere. I was in Chasey's. I went to Queens, and then I went to BJ's. I was just like doing the runs in the morning, just trying to see who's where, who's what. Hey, Fiona. Hey, Renee. Where are we at? What's going on? Hold up. Did it go live yet? Everybody, welcome, guys. Good day. Welcome, guys. Yes, don't forget to hit that like button. Good morning, guys. This is early because I have possibly other lives to do today. Hey, Chell. There's a couple things that are coming about in the news, and so I got to figure that out. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh my God, blast from the past. Welcome. How you guys doing? Hey, Last Ronin. Welcome everybody. So hey, Corn, how you doing? Hey, Jenny, welcome. I am early today. I am a little too. I'm still trying to wake up. Let me wake up. Let this coffee hit. Way too much happening. Way too much happening. Let me just say that. Way too much happening today. On today. Okay. It is early. Hey, K9, is it Boober? Welcome. Hey, BJ, now Rabbit. Shout out. Oh, yes. Shout out to BJ. I was over there too at BJ's house. Hey, Pinto. Hey, Grape Tea. Everybody come through. Hey, Candy Slive. Everybody come through. So I was at BJ's house. I was at Queen's house. And then I was at Chasey's house. I was at everybody's house. There is this BHB hearing going on today. So we're going to talk about that probably later today. Dog Bounty Hunter has called us names, those that are calling him out. I don't know what we got called. Whatever. I've been called worse. So shout out to us. SPTV Keyboard Warrior. Thank you for renewing your membership. Shout out to you, love. Thank you. So it's been a lot happening right now this morning. On to this morning. Now, the last night's news, I didn't know this. Okay. You guys know what's been going on with Diddy. Lawsuits, I don't know, indictments possibly coming through, all kinds of stuff happening, right? And so then a month ago, I did a video in the middle of the night, There's an inmate in Michigan who went to court and filed a restraining order against Diddy, and it was granted. Okay. And then there was a follow-up hearing to that. Well, this inmate has won against Diddy. Now, it could be a default judgment because that's what it sounds like what it was. We got to get into it. And Steelers Princess, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to you. I see Kiva in the chat. Welcome. So let's get into this article that's really giving us the details about what exactly is going on. Now, if you guys remember, about a month ago, we talked about the story. Now, let me tell you, I talked about it, and then Law and Crime followed up. And so this kind of blew after Law, because, they're a much bigger creator. Shout out to them. Love Law and Crime. It blew up after that, right? After this story, there was another story of a cartel member in Colorado who also decided to go to court and file a lawsuit against Diddy. Also Biden, also other Trump, other, politicians and whatnot. I mean, I guess that happens, if you're able to file lawsuits. So this specific inmate from Michigan won his lawsuit against Diddy. Now, how does that happen? He won $100 million. But what really gets to me about this whole situation, guys, this is what is getting to me about the situation. This man right here said some stuff in the hearing, in the restraining order hearing. He talked about the fact that he had had meetings with Diddy and his financial advisors. He was advised on how to move forward with this lawsuit by the Diddy crew. We're going to review that video again that started all of this. But for now, let's go ahead and review this article that basically is broke yesterday. It's trickling down. It's coming down. It's coming down, guys. Michigan inmate wins $100 million judgment against Sean Diddy Combs for sexual assault. The judge could be the largest, the judgment could be the largest awarded to a non-attorney and currently incarcerated inmate in history. The man's been sitting in prison for a couple years. Okay, he's got time to read the books. He really does. He's got time to study the law. And it shows in his hearing. He literally went up there and was like, really was able to plead his case. This is on the restraining order. Kim, no settlement. He just won it. So let me take you back. Literally, I reported this on August 8th. The date is there. And this was the hearing.
The day after I served him the suit.
Pay attention to the details that he says, because I think it's very telling. Very telling. Wait a minute. I haven't heard the major media outlets reporting on him, this specific case or this story here. I've never even heard of this victim. Y'all let me know what you think in the chat. What is going on here?
And he also said that he won't be filing an answer to the complaint. He said, you can find me in default or whatever. He has a better chance with default than he would with having a restraining order stop. And I said, so you want to hide your money and stop from being quite possibly paid to me if I'm given the benefit of a judgment in my favor for what you've done to me. And
so he's had these conversations behind bars? The prison advisor too? Yes, he did, Rabbit. He did. The financial advisor told this man, listen, just get a default and you can win. That's what you're going to do. Because Diddy's going through this shit right now. This is what he told him. Let me go back. Okay. Listen, some of the Diddy victims have been, they've had their lawsuits and everything. I'm trying to figure out what the story is here behind this situation.
We did set that for hearing today, and luckily the Brooks Correctional Facility was able to make you available. Actually, they had to drive someone up today on another case. So, sir, I have received your motion and a proposed order. Do you wish to argue the motion today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed then.
Okay, the purpose of it is based on two actions taken by Mr. Combs himself, directly with me here. We did a live one-on-one visit in our prison visiting room.
He said they did a live one-on-one visit in the prison visiting room while he's been sitting on bars, behind bars, not bars, behind bars. He's been having live, maybe Zoom calls, prison Zoom calls with Diddy. Keep listening to what his advisors told him to do. This man just won $100 million as an inmate. Now, when is he going to see this money? When is he going to be released? Because it's not even going to be till like 2035. All right, my understanding of his cases. But let's keep reviewing. With Diddy? Diddy went to the jail to visit this man? Is that what he's saying?
2 meetings within the past 2 weeks with Mr. Combs on one meeting, and then a financial advisor on the other meeting on Mr. Combs' behalf. And he stated that he would make me an offer to end the case and what happened to me because of other things that he stated he has going on in his life. that require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off. And he made me a financial offer of $2.3 million
Oh my
to
God.
allow what happened to me to go away. And he stated that he's going to be selling his property. And under the 2005 California Civil Code 2881-2885, the creation of liens, which allows out-of-state justices and orders to cause a stop of any title transfer, property transfers in Los Angeles or any other place that he has property. He stated that he wouldn't be able to proceed with that sale. And he did it the day after I served him the suit.
Wait a minute. I haven't heard the major media outlets reporting on him, this specific case or this story here, until we talked about it. You said that's going to be a lot of honey buns. Queen, you know what's so funny? Well, not funny, but he did actually just sell his house. He put a house on the market, I think, if I remember reading, this was over the weekend or whatever. Did he put like a house up on the market? Listen, this would make sense to me, like if he has a financial advisor and his advisors are meeting with people that he might owe money to, or he has had debts with, or he's made dealings with. This person right here sounds like might have been one of them. And so he's saying, like, listen, in order for you to get your money, there needs to be a default judgment because you're not going to see any of it. The concern that I have here is that you have how many lawsuits does Diddy have right now? How many? Yes, hit the like button, please, and thank you. How many lawsuits does Diddy have right now? When are they going to be able to see? When are victims going to be able to see their monies? I've never even heard of this victim. Y'all let me know what you think in the chat. What is going on here?
And he also said that he won't be filing an answer to the complaint. He said, you can find me in default or whatever. He has a better chance with default than he would with having a restraining order stopped. And I said, so you want to hide your money and stop from being quite possibly paid to me if I'm given the benefit of a judgment in my favor for what you've done to me. And
so he's had these conversations behind bars? The prison advisor too? This is what he's saying.
Pretty much said, yeah. He says, you know how we get down. And I said, okay, well, I disagree with how you get down. Your sale shouldn't go through.
So I'm gonna hold on.
I'm sorry.
Cardello-Smith. Okay, so you went in a different direction than I thought you were going into. I thought we were just gonna focus. No. You kind of went off on a different direction than what your actual motion was.
Yeah.
So what I just want to say is settlement negotiations.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
In this case, are probably better not. Yeah, they're not to be placed on the record.
So in this hearing, the judge granted a restraining order. Okay. He didn't hear back from Diddy's attorneys or anything. Judge grants a restraining order. Okay. And the reason for the restraining order is because it would have halted whatever assets they had going on. This is why the judge is saying, like, the settlement stuff we're not going to talk about right now. The Spicy Peach says, what did Diddy owe him money for in the first place? That's a great question. My understanding is that whatever dealings they had, I don't know if he was promised something for things that he was put through with Diddy. How do they know each other? That's a great question. Not a lot of people have said. The only person that I've heard talk about this has been Gene Deal. And it says right here, Michigan inmate wins $100 million judgment against Sean Diddy Combs for sexual assault. So it's a sexual assault case. All right. And this, by the way, I guess, is the largest judgment awarded on he's a non-attorney. He represented himself as an inmate, has a lot of time, to study the law. And he's incarcerated. And he won. Dude was essayed by Diddy, pretty much. That's what it looks like. They started with, yeah, right. It was like an investment property or something he used to work for him. And then it became this too. Mm. They were supposed to go to business together, and Diddy ended up essaying him. Exactly. A Michigan inmate known for his long history of challenging the judicial system with civil lawsuits has been awarded $100 million default judgment against Diddy. Like, it's just like, even like, what? But maybe with his conversations with Diddy, maybe he told him to get a default. Maybe this was kind of like, this is the way you're going to see your money. This is the only way you're going to see your money. But you ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. He filed it in August. August or July. Well, yeah, he filed it in August. He got him served in July. Thank you, Indie Deb, for becoming a member. Welcome, love. Thank you for becoming a member. Diddy is not in jail because of his connections. Is so gross. They said they're out there. The jury's still on a lot of stuff. And I mean, they're pulling records in Miami, hotels and stuff like that. According to him, Diddy did supposedly told him to get a default judgment. Boy, did he get a default. He did. Because this is what he said. He told us in that hearing what he was going to do. He said he wasn't going to get his money or his investments back. At the end of the day, he becomes victim. He was victimized by Diddy. Diddy and his advisor tells him, go get a default judgment because that's the only way you're going to see your money. Because Diddy's not going to pay right now. His money stuff is tied up. And boy, like Chico said, did he get a default? $100 million? What about all these other people with the allegations? Are they ever going to see anything? That's what they said, Kim, that he said 2 weeks. So it was like at 1 week it was his advisor and the other week was Diddy and his advisor. How did he go visit him? I don't know. Maybe it was like a Zoom call or something like that. This doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. This whole situation doesn't. Right, Nebulous. Right. So let's keep reading the article, y'all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You said, I doubt anyone will ever see that money paid, said Blast from the Past. You didn't, Vic? Oh, no. Well, some people aren't receiving the notifications. There's too much going on, too, so I completely get it. Okay. So the award was issued on Monday, and we talked about Judge Anna Maria Anzalon, which is the one with the video that I just showed, okay? Following a temporary restraining order granted to Derek Lee Cardello-Smith, 51, against Combs in August. Combs, who has become the target of multiple lawsuits and criminal investigation in 2024, drugged and sexually assaulted Cardello-Smith in 1997 at a party in Detroit, according to court records. Cardello-Smith, who crossed paths with Combs while Cardello-Smith worked as a Detroit area restaurant and hospitality industry employee, he is a self-taught student of civil and criminal statutes and is serving in an unrelated sentence at the Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility. Okay, so Smith goes way back in history with Combs. He recently told Metro Times. Metro Times went out there and they interviewed him to get more deets on like his history with Diddy. Okay. Remember when we first talked about the story, we talked about some connections that Diddy might have had with Michigan and whatnot. This might be right here. Like, what are the details? Hey, Monica. Cardello-Smith produced prison facility information revealing Combs' name logged into the visitation record, and says the founder of the Bad Boy Records offered him $2.3 million to dismiss the lawsuit, but Cardello-Smith rejected the offer. Anzalon, on August 7th, ordered was established to prevent Combs from selling assets that could potentially be used to compensate Cardello-Smith for possible damages. He is one He is one of a mounting numbers of recent plaintiffs against Combs alleging violence or sexual assault. So, in an August hearing, Cardello told the courts of a conversation in which he says that Combs directly discussed the lawsuit. You know how we get down. This is what Combs, and we heard Combs say this in the hearing. You know how we get down. You know how he gets down. Okay. And that was his response in a out of court settlement discussion. Now, Cardello told the judge that he said, I disagree with how you get down. Now, the virtual hearing and excerpts of it in which Anzalon reads the complaint identifying Combs, and also known as Sean Diddy Combs, Diddy Run the City, along with other nicknames, social media names. Just remember, they made Cassie look crazy until she produced receipts. Oh, 1 second, guys. 1 sec, y'all. Bye, Mama. Baby Bunny was like, what is going on? Anyways, so Combs issued a social media apology after the footage of the assault. We know this about Cassie. Cardello-Smith judgment could be the largest awarded to a non-attorney and currently incarcerated inmate in history. Now, a default judgment is awarded to a plaintiff when the defendant in a civil suit fails to formally respond to legally filed proceedings. Combs did not appear on September 9th, the virtual hearing, which caused the default. Wait a minute. He didn't appear to the restraining order. All right. Oh, let me move that. He didn't appear to the restraining order. Okay. That hearing, he didn't answer whatsoever. And Diddy doesn't respond to the default judgment on August 9th. Cardello-Smith said that he met with Diddy. Cardello-Smith said that he met with Diddy. There are prison records out there that show that he met with Diddy and he had conversations with Diddy. Okay. I personally think that Diddy told him to move forward with this way and he wouldn't respond and the shit would go to default. Diddy didn't respond. He literally, this is a default win, 100 million. He simply thought it would be dismissed. It seems like, I don't know, because I honestly believe, what if Diddy told him how to move? What if Diddy told him, just go ahead and file? Because Cardello does say that in the hearing, in the restraining order hearing. You said he won, but now he has to go after him for the money. Yeah, so what does it mean exactly? Because the guy's like locked, like I'm sure he could probably do it. Listen, I don't take anything that Cardello does for granted. I understand completely that, the man's on a mission and he's going to get the way whatever it is. I know I was very much skeptical when I heard about this. I know Monica, remember we heard about it, we were like, oh my God, girl, I don't know about this. This don't sound right. This don't sound right. Something's up with this, right? And now this. Now, and then this man I don't want to take the fact that he is a victim, because clearly, sounds like he's a victim of Diddy, but you have victims that probably won't even see anything, that have filed. Yeah, I'm thinking that's kind of where my mind went, whether this was Diddy's plan. You said comment, the money will be put directly on his books. I don't even think he's released until 2035. Honestly, when is Cardello going to see this money? If he does, you got a couple different theories. Okay, well, let me know at least one or two. Mar says, what if the loophole is for Diddy to guarantee himself some money once everything goes down? What if they're working together? Last Ronin, that's what it's giving. This is a total setup of some kind. Diddy totally set this win up for him. You said Diddy left him over. He has to go after him for the money. That was not a demand for the payment. That's true, Kim. That's true. Robot Thumbs, thank you for the 199. New game show idea. Win Diddy's money in court. That might be the only way. Ain't no, you know what, Cheeksy? You ain't never lied. That might be the only way. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what are we waiting for as far as the other victims? But this man, he said it. This is why I say, y'all go to the hearing and listen to what he's saying, because he's telling you right there what is going on. He met with Diddy. There's court records. You know, things like when you log in to go visit if you've ever seen anybody incarcerated, you go in there, you log in. This did happen. As I understood it, he was trying to stop Diddy from selling property because he didn't want him to be regardless of not having access to the winnings. True. And that's why he got the restraining order. That's my understanding of it, right? So this is granted temporarily because Diddy doesn't respond to it. And now the 100 mil is won by default because Diddy doesn't respond to it. Like, that's not a coincidence. I just feel like with all the attorneys that this man has, okay, this doesn't sound right to me. Like, imagine the journalist's story. Diddy goes to jail to visit Inmate and God knows if these calls are recorded or these visits, because typically if you're going to a correctional facility, sometimes that communication is recorded, right? Whether you're behind the wall or you're on a Zoom call or you're on the phone, that shit is recorded. Okay. So I honestly think that Diddy probably saw this shit coming and he's like, this is just my theory. I'm not going to respond to it. I'm not going to respond to the restraining order, and I'm not going to respond to the default judgment, this 100 million, nothing. I'm not going to show up because his thought is, let me figure out what's going on with the criminal case. Because listen, this is a civil. This is not taking him to jail. It's making him broke, but it's not taking him to jail. That's kind of where my mind went. I know I'm all over the place, but y'all let me know if you follow. Because in my mind, this is the only, that and maybe some other things that are logical. Diddy's not worried about these civil suits. He's worried about whether he's going to go to jail or not. Yeah, and it's not making and broke rabbit because he's not going to give any money. A whole nother suit has to be filed. That's right. So he's like, yeah, get your default. File that lawsuit, file the other ones, do what you got to do. Anybody could file a lawsuit, just like what's his name, Thumb said over here. See if you get your money, right? Diddy's worried about the jail thing. That's what he's worried about. I can't get it. Listen, I don't get into demons' heads. I cannot get into Diddy's minds, but I'm just thinking in my mind that he's got to save his and his, okay? He's not trying to go to jail. He's not. But he also knows that he did make a deal with this man. Properties, there's probably signatures out there, things that we don't even know. Cardello-Smith is not lying, even though, you know, he knows how to file lawsuits. He's doing it on his own. Diddy done it again? Yes. You following me, Monica? So I honestly think that he had this meeting with Diddy, and Diddy told him, get this shit on default. Just like he said, get it all on default. All right? I'm not responding. Go ahead. You got your 100 million. That's great. Get it all. Will you ever see that money? Who knows? He's not releasing until 2030. Matter of fact, I thought I pulled his record last time. Inmate release date. I know I did. Is this it? I know, and he's got a lot of lawsuits that he has filed. And now USA, now everybody's picking it up. This news dropped yesterday, but everybody's picking it up now. I told y'all it was going to pick up, but this man is not going to see his money until 2035. I think that's when he will be released because of the time that he's serving currently. That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. Diddy doesn't have shit in his name. Look at the homes and the businesses he has. He doesn't. He doesn't. Listen, this is what people need to pay attention to. Okay? He's either going to what is it? Russell Simmons the situation? Yeah, 2035. Thank you, Gordon. He's either going to Russell Simmons the situation. He's going to leave the country. Somewhere where there's no extradition. Right? Isn't that what Russell Simmons did? A bunch of people did. They just leave. They don't come back. They stay out of the limelight. They go and they take up to a different island or country or whatever may be the situation. Is it Brazil that doesn't have an extradition? Brazil doesn't, right? I forget what countries up on top of my head. But money, that's true. Start transferring. Listen, let me start thinking like a criminal. Girl, I am not giving any ideas. Hey, Salty Sabbath, welcome. Not France doesn't? All right. Where? So you think he would go to France? You said he's scared to show up to court because he thinks he'll get picked up. I would be scared too. This is civil though. He could have had an attorney show up and he didn't. Does he have the money for it? He just sold a house. Hold up. He is selling, I swear, Diddy house for sale. I saw this on the weekend. Yeah. So Diddy was selling Sean Diddy Combs lists enormous Beverly Hills mansion for $61.5 million 6 months after it was raided by the feds. This man, he's not sitting on anything. He sold Revolt to, what was the alcohol company to? The other one? It's not Hypnotic. It's not Hypnotic, is it? I forgot. Who's Hypnotic? That's Nick Cannon, right? No, I can't even get my alcohol straight. There's an alcohol out there that these people promote. Comment: a judgment will be filed against Diddy and all his corporate entities when his property sales will break his corporations down to be able to get Diddy. Ciroc, thank you, y'all. Every hip hop personality, whatever, has a drink. Why did who made Hypnotic? I don't know why Hypnotic came to my mind. But Steeler Princess, thank you so much for that comment. I agree. I mean, maybe that's the way they're gonna move. Yes, Diddy is Ciroc. Who's De Leon? See, I'm telling you, I don't know. Just the ones that come into my mind. Diddy's going to Dancing with the Stars in 2025. Oh man, can y'all imagine if that's Diddy's gonna be on Dancing with the Stars, You said, what are the chances this is BS and that the money goes back to him? What money goes back to him? Auntie Penelope, let me know. Yeah, Raps was thinking of the O's. I'm thinking about, I don't know why I'm thinking about alcohol. I'm thinking about all the drinks that we used to drink back in 06 and 05 in our, early 20s nightclubbing days. Anyways, I'm done. Hypnotic was one of them. That's for sure. Okay. You probably thought about Hypnotic because it was it was like the aesthetics of Diddy's heyday. I don't know why I thought about it. Listen, it's not relevant. It's not relevant. I know, right, Fiona? Right? Tequila Rose, Lord have mercy. You said, comment, we don't have to worry about me coming out with an alcohol line. First of all, I'm not a big drinker. And second, all of these there's already one called Kraken, unless y'all want to drink the real booty. Shout out to Kraken. Oh my gosh. Diddy's money full circle. Okay. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Hey, Spun, welcome. Okay. So let's go back to get on track. So is this man, I mean, y'all think that this man's going to see his money? Money? Oh, yes. Look at y'all are still talking about Alizé, Hennessy and Alizé. Oof. No more. No more. Anyways, shout out to Chico. Or Cheeks. Shout out to Cheeks. I don't know. You made me think about a story, but let me stop. Default doesn't mean he'll pay it. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Hennessy and Alizé, Thug Passion. Yeah. Whew. What if he's using the courts to funnel hazard pay? Ooh. What if he's using the courts to funnel hazard pay? It's a great question. Robot Thumbs, thank you for the $4.99. Joe, I was gonna say exotic is his cellmate. Day one. Hey Diddy, you like big cats and mullets? Oh my god. Leave Joe Exotic alone. That man. I swear he will do anything to stay to get some attention. But shout out to you, Robot Thumb. Thank you for the $4.99. There's no way he's gonna get that money. He's gonna file bankruptcy. Why do they give such big amounts, knowing that the person is just gonna file bankruptcy? Save some money for others. Well, okay. Cardello-Smith's crimes involve victims. Okay. So I'm wondering, like, if he were to get any money, because I know you guys were talking about, well, it's going to go to the honey buns or commissary. I don't think so. He has to, there's so much more that he has to do, right? But I'm pretty sure a lot of that would be restitution. I don't think it's money he's going to see. I don't think 100 million is money this man's going to see. It won't. I don't think he'll get it. And not only that, like, I honestly, I hate to say it, but I don't know if Little Rod or the other Diddy victims that have came out are going to see anything. Hell, I mean, do we know for Cassie? I know her settlement was very like hush hush, but I don't know. Like, are we going to? Do we know whether she's been paid or not? The money's just another lawsuit, right? Thank you for the $4.99. Joe Exotic, this Cassie bitch sounds like no big bish. Sounds like no big deal. You ever hear of Carol Baskin? Yeah. Thank you for the $4.99. I'm just thinking out loud, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out. Hypothetically, can we all be con with this situation? This is a legal way for Diddy to shelter his money through this man. Maybe. Beautiful Messy Ball says there's no limits to how much you could put on someone's books. He's not getting that money in honey buns. If he's getting it, it's going to his people or his accounts on the outside. Not on the Yeah, Cassie would be talking if the check didn't clear. It's an interesting point. I feel like I read Cassie sued for 30 million, or did I hallucinate? No. Let's see. Do we know what she settled for? What did Cassie settle for? Diddy case. Is it undisclosed? It was not disclosed, but she sued. Hold up. How much did Cassie sue for? Sue Diddy for 30 million. Yeah, you're right, Monica. 30 million. Cassie. There would be a book. I don't know. Are you Dino Nuggets? Shout out to Dino Nuggets. I don't know where Dino Nuggets is at. Hope Dino Nuggets is well. Comment. I know someone that is in prison for life. Just won a 2.5 million lawsuit against the CDRC. Money has already been put on inmate's account. Really? Wow. Most of these creeps like Diddy definitely like to clean their cash. They're cashing out now, right? Convicts can't get the money. Someone and an attorney would have set him up. That's what I was thinking with the trust fund. There would need to be a trust fund. That means he has to hire a lawyer who has to check on that trust fund, who signs on all that stuff, right? That's what I would think. I just don't think he's going to see it. I don't think he's going to see this money. But that's just my prediction, my thought, my feelings. But I said what I said. I honestly feel like because Diddy knows that he wasn't going to see this money, he told him, go ahead and file what you need to file. He files a restraining order. I'm not going to show up. Let it go to default. Because literally they had conversations within the 2-week span that he was talking about. Too many. Thank you so much for the $4.99 love. Too many obvious tracks left behind Diddy. I wouldn't log into prison logs. Thank you. I wouldn't do no Zoom recorded calls. Lugo. That's what I'm saying. Diddy doesn't want this smoke. He doesn't want like a journalist digging into this shit. He doesn't like this. This man is he allegedly said he's a victim of Diddy, right? So why would he want yet another victim coming out? Why would he want another victim coming out and saying this? Too many obvious tracks left behind by Diddy. This is a great comment. Thank you so much for the $4.99 love. Too many obvious tracks left behind by Diddy. I wouldn't log into prison logs. I wouldn't do no Zoom recorded. Everything. When you go to prison, when you are visiting an inmate, they're recording all this. Your phone calls are being recorded. Your visits could very well be recorded. There's no privacy. I don't know how people do have conjugal visits, because I'm like, yeah, no, that's not being recorded. Never know. You heard Dino's on the hospital? Oh, well, I hope Dino's feeling well. Thank you. I don't want to put Dino's business out there. I hope they're doing well, though. If you talk to Dino, please let them know that we hope he's okay. I'm confused how Diddy is sheltering his money through this guy, because the courts are the ones who award the money. Am I wrong? That's taking a big chance on the courts and the amounts to be awarded. Well, I think the court is making the orders, right? That they're just designating this is where the money's you're gonna pay the money to this person. But he could tell this guy, hey, yeah, we had a deal. I violated you. This is what I don't get. Like, did he ever report this to the police? Or was he promised something? Like, was he promised properties and investments? But at the end of the day, he's shilling a crime, right? Like, that's my question for Cardello-Smith. Cardello-Smith, did you report this to the police? Because essentially you're saying that you're a victim of sexual assault by Diddy. Where did it happen? I have questions. That's all. You said, thank you again, love. You said for the $1.99, because it's a scam for Diddy to clean and keep money. Huh. Lugo, thank you for the $1.99. That could very well be the case. Psych, y'all. It's me, Dino. Needed a name change. Someone tried to dox me. Well, Dino, don't tell him that you changed your name. Like, oh my God, Dino. You don't have to say that you changed your name. You don't have to say, because now the people that are trying to dox you are going to know who you are. Oh, that's Dino. That's so-and-so. I can't with you. Listen, I can't with you. He doesn't want to embarrass himself showing up in court for sexually assaulting a man. That's what I'm thinking too. That's what, apparently. Monica's like, it's me, Jessica. Not really. You took me out. You think he hasn't been indicted yet because the feds are interviewing the people on the tapes and those who had civil suits. They don't want him to wiggle out of this one. Good point. Good point. He had receipts and apparently, or the judge would have dismissed the case. Queen, I'm kind of curious to know, like, I don't have access to the docs, but now I'm curious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to know what he shows because he showed the reporter, the journalist of this the Metro Times, that there are literally hold up, let me see. Produce prison facility information revealing Combs' name logged into visitation records. I want to see the transcripts too. And says that the founder of the Bad Boy Records offered him 2.3 million to dismiss the lawsuit, but Cardello rejected him. So what this man, Cardello-Smith, is not stupid. He knows how to move. He went to the court and he said, listen, I need you to put in a restraining order to avoid him from selling anything, right? Thank you, Grape Tea. That's what I need you to do. So he did that because he was alleging violence and sexual assault by Diddy. But my question is, do we have a police report? Is there something like, is there a track record of this? I just have a lot of questions about this. Me too. Maybe I can get access. I don't know how much they'll charge me, but I'll definitely try to get access to that. Hold up, y'all. Maybe I'll get access to transcripts. That's what I'll do for sure. For sure. I don't know what to say, y'all. Kraken. Let's see. Kraken, I was wondering the same. How'd you get your name highlighted? Hold up, let me see. Y'all are too much in the chat. Hey Nancy, welcome. It was a default. It was. Shout out to Vicky. Didn't Diddy offer Cassie 2 million to settle or dismiss? I don't know what the offer was. I know that the offer has been, it's an undisclosed settlement, but what we know is that it was 30 million, if I remember. Yeah, 30 million that she was suing him for. Mar Lugo says, thank you for the 199 love. At this point, Diddy will take any risk. I don't think he has anything to lose. What does he have to lose? I mean, I don't think he wants to go to prison, right? Because the people who file those lawsuits have inside info. But it does make you wonder what info, what else are we missing here? 32 million, right, Miss Faye? Girl, I have a lot of questions, but you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I just wanted to talk about this. I'm going to link, I did put it on the community wall, the initial video when we first talked about this case with Diddy and the inmate. Now, this is not the only inmate that has tried to sue Diddy. There's one in Colorado. Vicky says, so the default judgments are issued by court order that is issued in favor of one of the parties in a legal case when the other party fails to take action. Vicky, he failed to take action on the restraining order, and then he failed to take action here. And then if you listen to the hearing here, he tells the judge, and he also produces receipts to the journalist from the Metro Times that he had a meeting with Diddy and basically said he was told by Diddy and the advisors to go ahead and get a default. What my theory is this is just my thought. I said, and I'll say it again. I honestly think that Diddy told him that information. He told him, go ahead and get your little default. Diddy knows he's not going to see this money. Diddy's not worried about this or civil lawsuit, at least in my opinion. I think he's more worried about his criminal case and whatnot, right? So he tells him, go ahead, and he doesn't show up to the restraining order hearing, and he doesn't show up to the hearing for this other stuff, right? So this man wins on default. A default judgment. He didn't even respond. No message to the judge. 100 million. But I don't, like I said, I think that Diddy's money is tied up on a lot of stuff. You said I'm no Diddy fan, but he more than likely didn't take this one seriously, as I wouldn't when it comes from a prisoner. Well, there you go. And the guy had receipts to show that he was visiting Cardello-Smith. He talked about this with the judge too. I don't know. That's just my theory. That's all. I don't know. And maybe that's what he thought. He's like, the judge is not going to pay attention to you. You don't have, it's just you. You're not an attorney. Yeah, you thought it would have been thrown out. I think a lot of us thought it would have, but I don't know. Thank you, love. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't think anybody is wrong in anything that they say when it comes to this, but it's one of those, like, how much more? Well, first of all, let me stop because I feel like I shoot myself in the foot. I don't know about your 2024 bingo card, but a lot of the Diddy stuff that's been happening was not on my bingo card whatsoever. Like, I didn't expect all this stuff. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. You said that thing is he didn't expect that the man to be well-versed in law and civil suits. He's sued before. This is the biggest in history. And for a non-lawyer, and an currently incarcerated inmate who won't be released until 2035. I don't know. Yo, the bingo card in 2024 is too much. I'm scared for the one in 2025. I really am. All right. Well, good luck, A. Taylor, on your job interview. Shout out to you. All right, loves. I gotta go because I gotta go tend to baby bunny. I'll be live later. I kind of might go live later on the BHB hearing and the dog the bounty hunter responded to us in a, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I've been blocked, so I don't know. But y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Where's my exit door? Right here. Bye, guys.